Survival jobs, they are hard. Survival jobs are not easy. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am your girl Kayon Aldria. Yeah. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers. Hey, thank you for joining the family. And over here we do videos about life in Canada, vlogs, everything. But right now vlogs are on a break. It's just all telling you about the experience, the process. If you want to know the process on how to move to Canada, I have a whole playlist with things on how to move to Canada, understanding the process. Check those videos out if that's your goal. This week, in these videos to come, I'll just be adding this to my experience because I'm making playlists of all my experience and things I've learned while being here, living here, that will help someone who is coming here. So maybe you did the entire process already, but then you're planning on moving to Canada in the near future. You need to hear what it is like a video I did. What is it like being a black person in Canada? As a new immigrant, you probably need to learn things like that. And as a result, this is what this channel is about. I'll tell you those experiences. I'll also add back to my vlog collection of the life, what the life is looking like when I am a student, a full-time student, or when I'm working full-time, what that day in the life is, what I eat, what it's like. So all of those other content are there, and I add to them in different segments or different time of my life. So if you're someone who is interested in that and joining the journey, seeing the growth, because I won't lie, Canada 2022 have made me a stronger person. I am stronger. I am a different woman. I have grown. And if you want to see that process, what it's like, how I'm going for my goals, how I'm reaching them, and what I'm doing, lessons learning, hit that subscribe button. On this channel, we motivate others. We tell you the truth. We tell you like it is. We ain't hiding anything. We're just telling you the facts, the truth. This is what this channel is about. It's real, authentic content of life here in Canada. The good, the bad, the ugly. But that was just an update of what this channel is about. And if you have any questions, I haven't said this here on YouTube, but if you don't know, I have a link in my bio on most of my social platforms, which is Kayon Aldria, by the way, where if you need help, so I'm doing these videos to help you to move here, but sometimes you have some questions and you want to ask these questions, there is a link in my bio for a free consultation. It's 30 minutes. Any questions that you have regarding Canada you want to ask, don't be afraid to hit that link and book a consultation session. They go fast, by the way, and they're only available for a certain amount of time. So if you need that one-on-one 30 minutes, we'll talk. That's how I give back to the community. And I really want people who are willing to change their lives. I really want them to make the move. And as a result, I'm giving you 30 minutes of my time, right? And if you can get that free for any resource or questions you might have, you're winning. So subscribe to my channel, look out, and let me know what you want to know. A lot of time people ask me questions, but hey, it's not really a YouTube video type of question. It's more personal. So instead of sending me those emails, because I get a lot of emails, book a session. Let's get into this video, because in this video we are going to talk about survival jobs in Canada. Let me tell you what I call survival jobs. So you know when you just move to a country and maybe you have degrees or you have experience in other jobs, but then you need that job to give you a pay so that you can live. I call those jobs survival jobs. It's maybe not jobs that you want to do, but hey, they're available. You can get them real quick and you can live. You can swim in the water. You know what I mean? You can swim. You won't drown in all your bills. These are what I call survival jobs. Story time. This video, like I said, it's experience, so I'm telling you my story, what I went through, what it is like doing survival jobs in Canada. I did a video already before in the past about survival jobs. You can check that one out first before you come here and watch this one. This one is the latest update. People always ask me, people always be asking me, like, did you get a job quick? Hey, what is this like working in Canada? Would you say I'll get a job when I come? What should I do? What should I not do? If you're moving to a new country, I'm sure you want to know what you can do to earn money, because you got bills, you got expenses. That's just the truth. And because of that, let me tell you my story with survival jobs. So when I came here, I say this a lot of times, I started at a gas station. I think as a cashier. To date, that job is the easiest job I've ever done in Canada. It was paying minimum wage. I don't remember the exact number, but it increased. I think it's now $15.65, but it was paying the minimum wage. It was the easiest job. I used to only do that job on Sundays. I had to do training for it, but the training was unpaid, so I did that job on Sundays. I left that job because I got a better opportunity, because I was applying for other jobs. Even though the job was easy, nice, yes, I decided that maybe I need more hours, because at the time international students could work 20 hours and I wanted to follow up my 20 hours, so I was looking for new opportunities. And that was when I found another job at Home Depot. However, this is something that you need to know about survival jobs. With that gas station job, they told me they did not pay me for my last 2 weeks, the last two Sundays, because they said that it is their right not to pay you if you tell them that you're no longer coming back with immediate effect. And I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know if it's alright or well, whatever. I think I was just making like, I don't even remember what I was making. Like I said, it was minimum wage. So I was like, okay, fine, fair enough. That's your deal. No problem. I need to resign with immediate effect, because I don't think I want to spend 2 weeks not getting my 20 hours. This is not going to work. I told them that I needed more hours. They didn't have any more hours, so I told them, hey, I'm going to have to look something else. And when I did find something else, I told them, hey, I'm going to leave. So the next place I was working at was Home Depot. And when I was working at Home Depot, I think, yeah, it was overnight shift. It was a pay increase, so it was more than the $15 something. So it was like $18.98. And I was getting my full 20 hours at Home Depot. They would schedule you so that you get your full exact 20 hours. The problem with this was that Home Depot, based on where I live, is like 2 hours away, the one that I went to work at. So that was a struggle, but I wanted the money, right? I wanted that money, and I wanted to use up my 20 hours, and I wanted to feel like I was doing everything in my power to be productive. I wanted it. So I was going there. Anyways, when I knew I was going to get that summer break, that was when I decided to quit Home Depot. I decided to quit Home Depot because it was hard. That traveling back and forth, that 2 hours in transportation, back and forth, it was tiring. And night jobs ain't easy, especially when you're just starting to do it for the first time. So I decided to quit it. After quitting that, I decided to try another company, which was that cleaning company. I started with them. I worked with them for, I think I worked with them for another 3 months. So that next place I was working at, I was making $25 an hour. So you see, every time like I leave somewhere and I go somewhere else, the pay keeps increasing. Because now being at Home Depot, I wasn't going to settle for anything that was $15.65 because hey, I'm getting my hours here, I am good. My only problem is it's too far. One of the things I could have done while working with Home Depot was that I could have asked to be transferred to another location. However, I don't know, there was this thing within the company. Yes, you can be transferred, but they tend not to want to lose their employees to another location. I don't know why. I told them, hey, it's too far, and you know, they understood. I went and I decided to work with this cleaning company. But I was working with this cleaning company, I really liked it, I really liked it. I felt like I reached, like, yes, this is it. I'm just going to do this until I'm finished with school, and you know, I'm finished with school and I can go do a professional job. Haha. I even did a video. If you don't know, you can go watch that video where I told you how much I made within a week while cleaning. But the problem was that with this company was that after the first few weeks, like, they cut the hours, so I was no longer getting my constant hours that I wanted, because I would have done that math, and I realized after doing the math, if I could get 15 hours, just 15 hours per week, I would be making more than what I was making at Home Depot at $18.98. So I did that math, but the problem was after a while they cut the hours. But I didn't mind, because at least per week I was getting at least 10 hours. So I was like, okay, I work less time than I need to, but I get close enough to the 20 hours and the 2 hours traveling that I was doing worth of money. So it's a give and a take. It's still better. Maybe not be exactly as much, but it's close enough. So I was okay. But then I told you in the video that, hey, after doing this work, and you gotta work hard when you're cleaning, they did not pay me for a time. So I was like, you know what? Nah. So I gave them notice and say, hey, I don't want to quit, but I need you to put my account on a break, because with this company you can ask them to pause your account. You don't have to quit. So it's not like Home Depot or the gas station where, hey, you need a break and you have to resign. No, here you could quit. I love that business concept. So instead of me quitting, I put my account on a break until they were able to pay me. And when they did pay me, I decided that I'm going to extend this break. I'm not ready to go back to cleaning. This is because I got a job at a restaurant. I went to the restaurant. If you watch my video about that being black in Canada, I went there one day, me never go back. One day, I am that type of person. If you're not doing your part as an employer with the moral standard and your values, and certain things are not right, I am not going to let you waste your investment in me as an employee. As an employee myself, I am not going to waste my time with the company. I have values for myself, and I'm going to live by my values, even if it means I'm not getting paid. But God will always make a way. I believe that. But I have values and I have integrity. I will speak the truth, cause it what it may. You may not like the truth, but I'll speak the truth. And I'm sorry if when I speak my truth, you feel bad. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. Right? But I was like, this level of standard, I quit. Same day. You ever been to a job and then within the same day you're like, nope, quit. So then the next job that I went to and I started working with was actually care job. Like it's a care job. I started working there and I was making $21 per hour. But before I started here, yes, there was this other job. And I tell you, done survival jobs here. There was this other job that I signed up with this company as a casual worker for cleaning. So since I was doing the cleaning thing already, I decided, okay, I'm going to try another clean job, but this time with a company to see if I can get my hours. When I signed up for this company, they told me, yes, as a casual worker, you can get at least 1 or 2 shifts per week. I was saying, okay, great. And to my surprise, I signed up, they trained me, and then the people, them never call me back. Like, them never yet have no shift available. And then when they decided that they're going to have shift, they get 1 shift this week, next week you don't have another shift to go to. So basically on a weekly basis they can't even be consistent with the 8 hours or the 5 hours. So I'm like, this makes no sense. At this point I went in a phase and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave Canada and them job market with these survival jobs alone. And then I started to say, okay, I'm going to apply for real jobs now. And then when I started applying for real jobs, and recruiters started reaching out, my 20 hours was a problem. So then I couldn't get real jobs because I only have 20 hours. Alright, moving on. I said, okay, I'm going to try back applying for other jobs. I applied for other jobs, and when I applied for other jobs, I got the care job, right, which was $21 an hour. And then also with that option of the care job, I also got an option with IKEA. IKEA was the $15.65 flat. But you see, IKEA, Home Depot, you see those big companies are companies that will offer you minimum wage or a little higher than minimum wage. But you know what? Their hours are consistent, right? That is something you need to know if you're coming here. I learned this the hard way because instead of going with IKEA, I told them no, I'm not going to go with them because I didn't want to do this thing. I am so, at this point, I'm so tired of starting a job, then the employer doing something not working, and then, okay, I'm gonna have to quit. And then I have this track record. I'm like, I don't like this for me. So I was like, I'm taking a break. But then I started applying, and then I was like, okay, IKEA, I see where, because I wanted a company where I'm saying, okay, at least I know if I work here, even when I do get a professional job, I could still keep this job to do like my side job, you know, to make ends meet on the side, you know, to earn that extra money. Because in Canada, you're gonna work, right? That's what they say. In these first world countries, you need to be working. You need to work. Right, so me all about working, but me limited to my 20 hours, and me keep on trying to get jobs that can fill the 20 hours, and that's the problem. So when I was comparing it, I called one of my friends, my Nigerian friends here, and I said, honey, IKEA offered me $15.65, you know, but this care place is offering me $21. But the problem is that in the future, this care place is not reliable that they will give me my 20 hours guaranteed after their first contract is up. And she's like, girl, go with the $21. It's the more money, the more pay. When that time, if it doesn't work out, you go back somewhere else. And I was like, you know, you're right, girl, because yeah, it's my time, you know, it's my time, and I value my time, right? So I was like, okay, fine. And I decided to go with them. Jesus Christ, I don't know what me do. I don't know why I did that. Because you see, after a month passed and the first contract was up, it's like every time they call you when they need people. Bear in mind, I was not hired as a casual worker or a worker on call, right? I was hired as a part-time employee to be getting 20 hours, right? So when they started showing this pattern, this trend, like, okay, I'll call you when I please, I started being like, okay, I'm just not going to answer when I please. Because this was not an agreement that we signed to say, hey, this is how it's gonna work. No, I signed up as a part-time employee for 20 hours. Either you can give me 10 or 15, but you don't call me this week and then next week you don't call me. That's not going to work with me. So I told them, you know what, this not gonna work. So drop. No, let me tell you what I've learned from all of these survival jobs. When you come in here, try not to take jobs that are casual, because the casual jobs, they will call you as they please. That's fine. If that's what you signed up for, I understand that. But you see, you gotta be aware of this fact that no one tells you that, hey, you have casual positions here where you tell them your availability, and if they need someone on that day when you say you're available, they can call you as they please. They do not, bear in mind, these casual jobs, they do not pay you for being available on that day, but they expect you to be available when they call you. Yeah. Then you have jobs that are part-time. You have the bigger companies and you have smaller companies. I learned this the hard way. A constant little raindrop is better than a heavy load one time, because like I said, if I had went with IKEA, I would not be in this situation again where I'm going to have to say, okay, bye bye yo, bye yo, because I ain't working on no casual, you know. Right now this company put me in a situation where I gotta say bye. Me, I am not going to put myself in a situation where I am uncomfortable. Like I said, I went to the job the one day and I realized, no, your standards and how you treating me like I'm some slave, that's not gonna work, because my character, something inside me, don't sit right with you and your behavior. So bye. When you're choosing a job and you're coming here, apply to many different places. But you see, the first one that give you a hand to say come be a part of the team, if it does not match with your standards and your values, right? If you go there and try in the training and you realize nope, you gotta know to say bye. It's okay, bye. A lecturer told us this, that when she's hiring, if she sees someone who have worked a cleaning job or a Home Depot job compared to someone who has potential or on their resume has all these professional jobs, and the person who have worked a cleaning job have maybe 1 or 2 professional jobs, they will more to choose the person who worked the cleaning job or the survival job. Why? Because she said in her eyes, hinting, her eyes, that person would have known how or what it feels like to struggle, and it would have built their character as a person. And that is so true. You gotta be aware of that. That's a good thing, but it's not a reason to say you're going to stay despite the fact that the treatment is not good. No, you don't do that to yourself. And then as a result, you don't want to do that to customers, because you're having a bad day, you're dealing with customers, that's going to project on them, and you don't want that. At the end of the day, it's going to affect the business and it's not going to give a good rep on you. So beware of that. So when you come here, ensure that the next thing, that your survival job that you're taking is somewhere that you want to be. It's something, the environment is productive, you are doing your job, you're getting paid, and you're getting what you desire from the job that you're in. Number 3, with a survival job, sometimes I've seen this, especially with the last place I went, like sometimes some of these employers, they just start businesses. Just like how you come here, you're thinking maybe you should start a business because the government might have so many grants to do different things, and they start businesses and then their business model isn't up to par. I remember experience I had with this job. Like I was in this group, right? In this team, in this group, and remember they call me when they feel like this week, and maybe they don't call me next week. Right, and you sit there worrying, but then yet every day you see the same group, you see the same team and recruit people saying, welcome to the team, welcome to the tribe. And I'm here looking, how on earth you hiring more people? And me there still can't even get a 10 hour, me there can't get a regular shift. Oh, that makes sense. And then I like me the pan call. Somebody told me we didn't come, they say, all that me not even know if that is a, and I can't say racism because the owner black, But me don't know black people racist, you know. Me don't know. But me don't know because me I say, oh, that makes sense. And the person said to me, say, it look like they have their people where are the core employees, so them get the set best hours, even overtime, and they have you as backup. I'm saying if they want to keep you as backup, then they need to stop hiring people as part-time, right? And hire you as an on-call or casual employee. Right? That way you have no excuse when they just call you as they feel like. But it can't be that I think I'm hired part-time, but you don't call me and I'm not making, I have bills to pay. I was talking with another international student and we were talking and he was like, but you notice these employers, they don't care that you depend on this job to pay your bills. Some of them, because it's a survival job, they call you as they please. They do as they please. So to save you your sanity, right? So that you don't feel low and depressed like how I felt at one point. To save you your sanity as an immigrant in this country, try to target companies that are bigger, like the IKEAs, the Home Depots. Those companies, when they hire their staff, you're getting your hours, you're getting your benefits. You show up, you do your job well, you be a nice employee, and you're fine. No worries there. Try to avoid companies like the little local gas station around the block, because sometimes some of these employers or managers really do not know how to manage talent. I mean, I've seen where, for example, me, I'm an MBA student and I have 4+ years in engineering. You have me on your books and you're paying me minimum wage. Don't you think that maybe you can use up my talent and my resources more than just being a cashier? Maybe you can ask me now to help out doing other higher tasks in the workplace. But these employers, these managers, they don't look at that. They don't look at how to use their talent efficiently or in the best manner. So try to stick to the bigger companies, because these bigger companies, I tell you, Home Depot, they had a grant, like if I need help with school, a $3,000 grant, right? They also try to use up their talent. So then they try to see, okay, where do you see yourself in the company in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months? They did these things while I was there as an MBA student, because they want to create career advancement for you who are there. Honestly, I didn't, at the time I wasn't looking further on up where to move up in the hierarchy, but because they gave me that opportunity, I started looking how I, with an MBA, can help Home Depot when I'm finished with my studies. I started looking into it, right? So that's the thing, stick to the bigger companies. You won't regret that. Not saying that you're not going to have managers there who might people and might, you know, but as long as the working environment is nice and cool, stick to it. Another thing with survival jobs, they are hard. Survival jobs are not easy. They are labor intensive. You know, an engineering job or a manager or a marketing administration job, those type of professional jobs, a HR recruiter, those jobs are more brain intensive, and you do minor labor and more. You think more with your brain to do your processes. Survival job, labor. They just want to show you, hey, put this right here, go there, check to see, ensure, you know, the basic common sense. Ensure this and this adds up, that's it. But it's heavy lifting, it's labor intensive. You're going to be working with your hands and your body. When you're starting out, you might lose weight, you might feel pain in certain places, in certain muscles in your back, it's labor intensive. Survival job is labor. That's something you need to know if you're coming here and planning to start a survival job. It's the casual thing when employers have you casual. Like literally, even the one that I wasn't a casual worker, I was a part-time worker. They will literally text me last minute, like 5 o'clock today, and say, are you available to work? And I'll say yes, like an idiot, thinking, oh, they're going to schedule me for the week to come. When they're going to be like, oh, can you come in tonight then at 11 to 7? Like I have no life. Like, how can you message me at 5 or 6 p.m. in the evening to ask me if I can come in at 11 p.m. tonight? How that makes sense when I am not a casual worker? this day is not on my availability. You know, how can you do that? I don't know how or what goes off in their head, like, but it's a thing that they don't manage their talent, right? So, you know, last minute they're just like, hey, we need someone, let's just check who we have available. Basically, survival jobs, most of the time, some of them just want to use the quickest, cheapest labor they can find to get a task done. They don't care about your safety. No, some of them they don't. Some of them they don't really care about your safety or your well-being. They really don't. I remember one of these jobs now, and I went for the care, and I don't even want to talk about that. My point is, it was an unsafe environment, and I had to realize for myself it was unsafe and get the hell up out of there. I remember even with this job, I was driving the company vehicle. So survival job, but they give you a company vehicle, and I was driving the company vehicle, and I was on a hill, and the car was skidding. I said, but wait, these tires need to change. I tell them and I report it, and up till now, they don't change the tire, and I just have to be like, okay, I'm not going to drive that car. Get somebody else to do it, not me. Get somebody else to do it, because I'm not going to put myself in a situation where it's unsafe. With cars, tires are the most important. You don't want to be feeling for your brakes and it's not there. So I'm like, no, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I ain't gonna do it. So you gotta be aware of these things, especially coming to Canada and coming to a new country. Some of the things that you can look out for with doing survival jobs, what you will put up with and what you won't put up with, because at the end of the day you have to draw the line somewhere. This is just the truth. So with survival jobs, they want to ensure that they get as much out of you for that $20 or that $15 worth of work. So especially even for me, this is my experience coming from a country where I was an engineer for 4 years. The hardest part of doing survival job is your mentality. I know my value, I know what I'm worth, right? And then I know I'm not worth $20 per hour, but because I have no other option, no other choice right now, I'm going to do the $20 an hour. And then when doing this $20 an hour job, and then they treat you like, hey, you're disposable, which in truth is you are disposable, and then you get certain other treatment, is like, for me personally, I'm not going to stand for it. And that at the end of the day has to do with your character. My character, I have values. There are certain things or standards I have for myself, and if it's not meeting that requirement, I'm gonna say bye. My personality has nothing to do with me doing a survival job. Some persons will say, oh, they'll not clean somebody's bathroom or whatever because that's their personality. They just don't feel like they should be doing that. Me, my personality, I'll be like, will I get paid? Is it honest? I'll do it. But my character, how I'm being treated in that job or that situation, determines if I stay or leave. I do not settle for things that are not right, that are not honest, that are devaluing to me. No, I don't see anything wrong with cleaning. I always say this. I don't see anything wrong with cleaning a toilet. I don't see anything wrong with picking up trash off the street. It's a job, just the same, right? It's a job. All I ask for you, respect the agreement that we have, respect my time, and respect that at the end of the day, respect is mutual. You can't just call me when you please, right? And schedule me for today, but you don't schedule me for next week. Get somebody else to do it. Ain't gonna be me. Bye. That's my experience, and that's what I wanted to tell you. I tried to put so much in this little video so you can see, understand. I did a timeline of my work experience to tell you that this is what it was like, this is what I got paid, this is all the best to you on your journey. And I pray that when you come here, know that international students can work 40 hours on full time. I pray that you don't have to do survival jobs. I pray that you get a job that is within your field and a professional job. In my case, when I was applying to these professional jobs, they were telling me, oh no, 20 hours cannot work. Well, no, I have more than 20 hours. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to start applying for places, for positions in my field. And like I said, at the end of the day, survival's job teach me, don't just grab the first thing come at you. Don't do it, because then you're going to regret it. So I'm gonna take my time until I find the right thing for me and the right environment. All the best to you on your journey. Don't be afraid to comment. Let me know your experience. What was it like doing survival jobs? Are you ready to do survival jobs, or are you planning on doing professional jobs? Are you here in Canada? What is the situation like trying to get a work? Are you stuck in the survival job mentality? What is it? What's going on for you? Put the comments in the comment section so others can see and learn from your experience. One can change 1,000. One person commenting or leaving their experience or what they think or whatever can impact someone else's life. You never know. You never know the friends you might meet in those comment section. All the best. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you.